Hey, it's Lee from TempleLauncher.com. I'm so sorry you're running into issues with your template. And like I said in the notes, I think this is more. Actually, I'm positive this is more of a issue with um, the builder than it is with the template, because it shouldn't be happening. But when that stuff does happen, it tends to be from the builder because it can get a little finicky. And usually, I've brought this to the attention to LeadPages before, and they suggest just either refreshing the page or using a different browser, because it seems like for some reason Chrome is a more modern browser than Firefox. They just build in a lot more of the like default functionality that's required to, and more advanced pieces of functionality, because some of the things the builder uses aren't supported as well by other browsers. So, sorry, a long-winded answer, but I want to show you. I'm in Firefox right now, and I created this page just to show you what I found. Just to show you that I did the testing, and unfortunately, I'm not able to recreate the issues that you're running into. So I'm just gonna real quick go to this. So I'm gonna go one by one through your thing. So the list in section 1, the list section does not keep the changes. So I'm just gonna write Thomas test in each of these. Um, okay, and then I'm gonna do section 2, content section title does not keep the text changes after I save. Okay, section 2, content section. Okay. As you can see, I already added this, but let's try it again. Section 2, text format impossible. Tried it in several titles or text paragraphs. So I'm going to highlight this. I'm going to remove the. So I just removed the formatting, and then I'm going to change the font to a red color, change the background to black, I guess. There we go. So I'm able to do this. Let's make sure this stuff saves. And then I tried to change the text format in any of the sections, and nothing happened. Okay, let's try that. I'll come up here. Change this to yellow. Yikes, that's hard to read. Okay, so I'm done with that. I'm going to save these changes. And then I am going to refresh the page and make sure they held. And it does take a minute to load. Here we go. All right, so let's scroll down and make sure that those changes took hold. So we have this section that we changed the formatting, so that held, which is awesome. Thomas test, the list items, those saved, and then these saved as well. And then let's just double check and make sure it also happened in the published page. So if I scroll down, then we have the box content section, our list section changes held, and finally the title. And so I hate to say this, Thomas, but I can't replicate it, which it makes it impossible for me to offer any other suggestions other than refreshing the page, or I would really recommend using Google Chrome, because I never run into issues in the builder with Google Chrome. So So hopefully this helps. I know it's not very helpful, but um, just maybe try switching over to Chrome. Another question you had was, is there a chance to color the whole background of the text boxes? For example, the list section title box. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to Chrome now, actually, because I'm going to show you this trick I found. Let's go over here. Okay, so now I'm in Chrome, and I'm going to refresh this to make sure the changes that we made in Firefox come over here into Chrome. Okay. Okay, here we go. So we're going to scroll down. Okay, there's our change we made in the box content section. Here's our changes to the list section. And here's these other changes. Okay, so now to address this second question. Now these, you can change the background color of each section. If you come over here to the left and you click on Styles, give it a second to catch up here. Yeah, as you can see, the builder is finicky no matter where you use it. So, okay, if we come over here to the styles, you can scroll down to set to, let's see, section 1 background color. So you can change, or that's slide 1, section 1. Section 1 background. So you can change the background of the entire section, which I know this isn't the question you're asking, but just so you're aware, you could change that, which might pull off the look you're going for, but I'm going to make that white. You can also change the background color of these boxed sections. So if you come down to boxed content background, it's cut off right here, but if you hover over it, it says boxed content background. You can change the color of each of these. But you cannot, unfortunately, change the color, the background color of this list section. Like the best you're gonna be able to do is if you change the background of the entire section. But with that being said, I did find, so there, you can do that. But I did find a little hack that actually works if what you want, it sounds like you want a color behind the list section. So okay, I'm in Chrome, so I'm going to show you how to do this little hack I found. If you hover over the section, maybe right off to the side like this, hover over it. I'm trying to do this. It's not letting me right click, so let me try something. Give me 1 second here. If we go to view, okay, why don't we do this instead? Now this isn't going to show up in the video, but if you go up to the menu bar for Chrome, go to View. Here you'll see just the edge of it. If you go to Developer Tools. Okay, so this is actually showing us the code for the page, all the HTML code. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna, instead of doing that, I'm gonna save this. And I'm gonna refresh it. Sorry, Tom's taking a little longer than I expected. Okay, so I'm going to come down here. Now if you it's not, what I want to do is I want to right mouse click, and it's not letting me right mouse click on the page because of all the JavaScript. Which sucks because it just let me do this a second ago. So as you can see, we all run into issues with this builder. Well, I'll show you really quick regardless. So you go to Developer Tools, pops up the editor. Then we have to find this section in the editor, which it can be a little tricky. So you have to navigate through all of these. So you go to Preview, Crop, Frame, and this takes us to this page. Okay, this is section. I'm going to navigate to the list. There we go. Okay, so what you can do here is you hover over this list. You click Edit as HTML. You can copy this. Then what we can do is we can go up to this boxed section and we can drop it into this box section. Watch this. This is pretty cool. Okay, so what we're going to do is you're going to select this paragraph, right mouse click, Edit as HTML. I'm going to click Edit as HTML, and then we can go in here and we can drop in that list item we just copied, that list we just copied. And when I click out, you'll see the list took place of the paragraph. Delete that. So now you have a list with a colored background. And the crazy thing is you can actually change this text within there and it'll save it. Click done, click save, and if I refresh the page, it's saved. So yeah, this is it's a very hacky way of accomplishing what you want to accomplish. So I would recommend if you can get away with just changing the color of the background color of each section, I'd recommend going that route instead. But you know, this does work. It just takes a little more work to accomplish. So if I scroll down, actually, we didn't remove the styling, so I think we're going to have to go one by one to remove the styling. But as you can see, it's saved. So what I can do is let me know if you want to go this route, and I would be more than happy to help you do this. I would even, if you want, go into your account and make these changes for you. But hopefully this answers your question. Sorry it got into a long, convoluted way because I ran into issues myself. But hopefully this answers your question. And again, don't hesitate, Tom, to reach out with any questions. And I appreciate you. I really appreciate you buying our template and being patient. But your best bet, like I said, switch over to Chrome if you can. And then whenever you run into issues like you're running into, just refresh the page, save your content, obviously save it, refresh the page, and that should take care of it. So have a great day, Tom, and I will talk to you soon.